Welcome back to Candace. Okay, you guys are crazy.
Candace started her conversation pretty funny today with Hava Nagila, like playing on the people who are like, oh no, they're going to get her. The Zionists are going to change her mind. No, that's not happening. She got some call logs, which is good, I guess. I still am not understanding how they're calling so many people right away versus figuring out what's going on with Charlie. You're calling your dad, your brother, your wife, your mom. A little weird. Then Erica, 3 ways. I don't know, man. It just seems a bit like a team effort in the aftermath of phone calling. It's a little weird in my estimation, but okay. At least that was answered. She stood her ground with them on how it was weird the cameras and the SD card was removed, and she got a bunch of different stories that aren't true about why it was removed. She also stood her ground with the Egyptian planes. So, and there's more to come out on that tomorrow. Apparently, they turned off their transponder and they landed in Israel. What a shock. I wish she would have brought up Erica's push towards the Zionism after this happened. She did say that she brought up the fact that they all knew that this meeting with Seth Dillon and Bill Ackman and that fucking hobbit, Josh Hammer, about how it wasn't some nice powwow, how they were pressuring Charlie, and she stood her ground that Netanyahu offered to take Turning Point to the next level, and Andrew Colvett denied it. But come to find out, Andrew Colvett is the one who told Candace this. And they also found the signal chats where Charlie said the day before that they are going to kill me. So Erica wasn't aware of that because she didn't know he had like these Telegram or Signal messages. But he did, which then a lot of this feels like there's a lot of compartmentalizing going on at Turning Point University. The bad seeds and the good seeds, and planting seeds. Now, in my opinion, I think they're all bad seeds. Like, you could take Blake Neff, Mikey McCoy, Erica Kirk, Andrew Colvett, and wipe your fucking ass with them, in my opinion of them. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Turning Point University, TPUSA. Yeah, I don't trust any of them. And I think there's a lot of compartmentalizing on what information they share. And I think a lot of what they're doing is trying to get intel from Candace to figure out what does she know. I think they're nervous about the planes. They're nervous about that whistleblower who said that there was this big generals meeting in Arizona right before this took place on September 8th. I think, they played cautious. They are overconfident and they haven't even had the probable cause hearing. So Candace is like, why are you so sure this is Tyler when your own lawyers, they got on the phone with the lawyers for this case who even said, yeah, we don't even have anything but the affidavit that the public saw yet. Not until May are we going to get the probable cause affidavit. So I'm sorry, Erica, you shouldn't be so confident. So why are you pushing this narrative so hard? That's a psychological operation. You're using your grief and guilt and children and God and religion as a shield from questioning your TPUSA family. That's a problem. And Candace pointed out that like some people in your family are not good people, and Candace also said, I love everybody in my family. That doesn't mean everybody's walking the straight and narrow here. So you can't blindly just trust this. I think Erica came there to know what Candace knows. She did bring the call logs. Without metadata, I don't really trust a fucking thing they're giving. But what it did show me is that a lot of calling went on directly after that shot happened. It was Pastor Rob McCoy. It was Elizabeth McCoy. It was Elizabeth Neff, or whatever her name is, the wife. It was the mother. It was the brother. It was Erica. And it's a lot of like back and forth. Why them? I don't know. But to me, I'd be calling 911. To me, it feels like the job is done. We're all calling around. Because that Rob McCoy and TPUSA faith is shady. Erica claims that he's not a part of TPUSA. Well, then why was his Wikipedia changed to saying he's the founder of TPUSA faith and he's America's pastor and all of the players that were on the phone that day were like front and center of the memorial. I also wanted her to express to Erica how bad that this is coming off, and how she can't see it is beyond me, but that wasn't said in so many words. I mean, at least not the way I would say it, but you know. What else? They just don't have anything yet. They don't have a ballistics report. They don't have the video footage. They don't have anything concrete on Tyler, and they're not going to know what the state knows until May. And that was even said in the hearing that we got to see, the public part with Tyler, where they said, you guys want to charge him with the death penalty, and we don't have anything. What do you have on my client? And they said, oh, okay, we'll put this off till May. What's to put off? You made the judgment to want to charge him with the death penalty. You already said, and everybody's so confident that there's all this evidence. Well, come to find out, they don't know anything. They know as much as we know. It's those fake phony text messages with no timestamps. It's the weird grainy video of some ant jumping off of a roof. And the one clear picture we had was the Dairy Queen picture, which Candace got. So I personally think this was more of an intel exercise and less of anything else, in my estimation. And if I were Candace, I would stop sharing with TPUSA immediately. They're a bunch of Zionists. You know what they do. Nobody's protecting her in that crowd. That's for sure. And Andrew Colvett, you're a shady motherfucker. You really fucking are. You are a shady motherfucker. Really. Talking out of both sides of your mouth. You deserve a fucking smack in the mouth. In my opinion. And in regards to Erica, listen, no one told you, Erica, to go hawk a book, Shabbat Shalom, and sit down on ZBS News with Bari Weiss and say all the things you're saying. You're choosing to put yourself out there like that. I don't know why. I don't know who told you that's a good idea. But it also doesn't change the fact that your mother has been a part of the defense, the DOD, the DOE, the DHS, the DE, like so many three-letter agencies her mother has been a part of since the freaking 90s. Like, I've done the whole background on this. Go back in my videos. Same with the father, Kent Fransby, who wrote basically the intelligence guidebook, the business source book, which turned into this patent. The stepfather, Larry Ginta, Lawrence Ginta, same thing. These people are not your average people. She doesn't come from your average Christian trad family, okay? And I've done the research before anyone else because she gave me a funny fucking feeling, man. And when I get that feeling, same like Candace, I can't ignore it. I gotta go full research. And I did. And I found a lot. You can go back in my videos and watch my research as this is all unfolded. So I'm sorry. I don't trust her. I don't like her and I don't trust her. And she's about as charismatic as Meghan Markle. It's not working. They're using her as a shield, which is a psychological operation. All right. It's a manipulation. And I don't like being manipulated. I like the truth. So to me, this feels like an intel op on their part to see what Candace knows, because I doubt they're going to do anything. The fact that she isn't worried about these planes tracking her for years is weird. She's weird and uncharismatic and unlikable. Hold on. Wait. All right. So we'll see, but more on the planes tomorrow from Candace. That's it.